Music Access. Our group B.I.G, we've been nearly living at the broadcasting station these days because of our appearance on K-pop shows. You guys might spend an hour or an hour and a half watching the show, or if you just watch your favorite stars, you might spend 3 minutes watching just that particular group perform on stage. But for that group to perform on the K-pop show, for those 3 minutes they spend on air, of course they have to get up at the break of dawn to go to the beauty salon to get their hair and makeup done, go to the station to do rehearsals, wait again to actually film, then go on stage for the live show. Most people might think, what's the big deal? Why do you have to wait so long and why do you have to prepare so much? They also ask, don't you get bored when you wait? Doesn't it get stuffy in the waiting room? Well, the entire preparation process can't all be fun and games, right? There's moments in life when we have to be steadfast and prepared. We can't say, no, I don't like waiting, I hate being bored, and give up on those things, right? We have to wait for what comes after the wait. The things we prepare for and put a lot of effort into the prep for. When we look at the end results, you can really tell the improvement in skills, strength, and confidence. These are the gifts that all the waiting and preparation will bring you. The first song you heard today, January 17th, 2016, that is a Sunday, was Weird People by Little Mix. What's up, guys? Happy Sunday. So, guys, it is now 17 days into the new year. Are y'all still keeping up with your New Year's resolutions? Do you have resolutions that have newly formed, or do you have new goals in store for you for the new year? If you got anything like that you want to share with us, go ahead and post up on our message board. And for those of you who have had an exciting weekend going on, you had an amazing Saturday night, Sunday morning, and you're continuing on for an amazing Sunday ahead, go ahead and share your plans or share those plans that you did with us on our message board. And of course, you have our Sunday corner, Scribble, which is a corner for you to think freely and just doodle out your thoughts. Sunday is really the free day. If you ever felt a little nervous about maybe writing a message, or if you ever just felt a little, I don't really know what to write, consider Sunday the perfect day for you. It's a chance to be honest to yourself and think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, what was a proud moment, or just don't think and writing a message. Go ahead and share with us. Remember to post your title as Scribble when you do. Now here's how you can listen and participate on Music Access. If you have a smartphone, you can download the Arirang Radio app or tune in Radio app to listen to our programs and send in your messages. And if you use a computer, just visit www.arirangradio.com/music access to listen to us or leave your messages. Another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. And of course, if you guys have songs that you want to play on the radio, some requests perfect for Music Access, go ahead and post those up on our message board, remembering to leave your title as request. Now we'll check out 2 songs before we come back to Scribble, starting with Kiss Me by Ollie Mewers and following it with Me and the Rhythm by Selena Gomez. I want to be with you, and if you feel the same, shall we meet here? Will you tell me your story? If you're shy, you can playfully scribble, and if you don't know where to start, you can start with the doodle and scribble. Good job, that's how we'll begin our story. I wanna be with you. Our Sunday Corner Scribble is just that. This corner's for you to think freely and just doodle out your thoughts. It's a chance to be honest to yourself and think about what was hard, what was embarrassing, what was a proud moment, etc. from the past, whenever. Go ahead and share with us by writing Scribble on your title. Now going to our first message. We have Darcy Ann from the USA saying, So I posted a picture from a card that said, "Thinking of you and wanted to give you some smiles," to my friend Jin. On the card, there were 7 smiling daisies. I told him I posted it so he could have 5, with 1 for each of the 3 children they have, plus 1 for each of the parents. So that math doesn't add up. I then told him there were extras he could give to whoever he liked. Oh, okay, I get it now, sort of. In 2 seconds, I received a note that said the 2 extra smiling daisies are to be given to myself and to my Unni Rose. That was such a nice thing to do. Wait. So let me calculate really quick. So on the card, there were 7 daisies. So he said that he could have 5. So then he has 3 kids. So then 3 are gone. So there's 4 left, technically, because there's 7 daisies. And then 1 each of the parents. And then there's 2 extras. Okay, no, I get it. I'm sorry. I'm dumb. I'm going dumb and dumb. No, I get it. Okay. My math was a little bit off. But yeah, that's a really, really nice gesture. I don't know if they are real daisies or not, but whatever the case is, he was very, very nice. It was such a lovely gesture to, give those daisies to you and to Rose. So enjoy that heartfelt, emotional kind of support that you got back. And Jin, you are an awesome dude. Hang 10. Now we're going to check out 2 songs as we continue on with our show, starting with the first song. Helen of Venezuela requested "Give Your Heart a Break" by Demi Lovato, and Senna of Ethiopia requested "Can't Feel My Face" by The Weeknd. We just heard the songs "Give Your Heart a Break" by Demi Lovato, followed by "Can't Feel My Face" by The Weeknd. And is back to Scribble Scribble. I'm Benji of B.I.G. You're listening to Music Access, and we're talking about the memorable events or stories you have. Don't just go over them in your head, but try writing down your feelings by jotting down your thoughts comfortably, just like you're doodling. We're sharing your thoughts here on Sunday. Our next message comes from Moki from the USA, saying, "Hey yo, Benji boy, how are you? My new year has been amazing thanks to you. I really hope you remember, but at blank music broadcast, you wrote a cue card to me about wanting to come back to NY again, but it's tough to find time, which is totally understandable. It's a race against time, I guess. If you come anywhere in the US for an event, I'll be sure to be there for you. So it's more a matter of, will you come to the States first, or will I go to Korea to see you first? But the best part of the message was that you wanted to turn up. Trust me, there's no getting turned without Benji. I might have not been there to personally receive it, but it is in my hands and I'm really touched. I can't believe it. I really wanted to send you my sincere thanks for it. Benji, thank you so much for always being there for your fans and B.I.G's fans. You really give us the world." So explanation for everyone else who has no idea what's going on. At a music broadcast station, there was a program I did. The program that allowed me to meet the celebrities such as Jessica Alba and, Scarlett Johansson. No, I never met Scarlett Johansson. Well, anyways, that program where, they allowed me to interview a lot of Hollywood celebrities. Someone came over and said, we got a request from Moki, and, she wrote a letter, come back to New York. And so we'd really like it if you could, write or something. And so what did I do? So I looked at it and I wrote it. I was like, New York. And then I kind of wrote, what was on my mind at the time. So, yeah. But I guess the best part of the message is that I wanted to turn up. I guess using the current lingo of the generation is going to make me super popular, guys. So, hit the nay-nay. Ooh. Kill him. Okay, sorry, that was really bad. But anywho, I'm glad the card made its way over there. And, hopefully in the future we will get a chance to go to the States soon. That's still one of my big dreams, going to the States and putting on a performance. So if we ever do get there, we'll get there. And if we don't get there, we'll probably be in Korea somewhere. Wherever we are, hopefully we'll be able to show you better performances. Now we're going to check out 2 more songs. Starting with the song Richie of the USA requested 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton, and Anne-Sophie of Malaysia wants to hear Superheroes by The Script. We just heard the songs 1,000 Miles by Vanessa Carlton, followed by Superheroes by The Script. And it's time for our next message, which comes from Jinika from Canada, saying, I went back to school and now my winter break is over. I hope summer break can come soon. Come on, Jeannie, you just had winter break. Enjoy your school life. I know how much of a drudgery it is now, but I mean, looking back now, I really had a blast during my school life. You never really know. There's a saying, you don't know what you got till it's gone. But really, when you're in school, you gotta enjoy the time. It's really, really just one of the best times that you really have. And I guarantee you'll look back and be like, you know what? School wasn't that bad. Although granted, in memory, you usually only remember the good parts. So it actually could be really, really bad. And I just don't know what I'm talking about. But I assume, remember, these are all assumptions, that it was pretty good, in my opinion. So hopefully you enjoy your school. Remember, there is midwinter break, I think, in February. And then there's also spring break in March. So until you get those breaks, study, study, study. And if you get really bored, hang out with your friends. Go to the mall on the weekends. Go watch a movie. Go do what people do when they play. And work when people work. Because you're going to have to make that a habit anyway. Because when you graduate school and you get a job, there's not really any kind of playtime. Well, there is, just not in my job. Because my job is always busy. Yes, but congratulations on getting back into school. Go get them straight A's. Now we're going to check out 2 more songs as we continue along with our program, starting with Flower by Yong Junyoung of Beast, and Samantha of Australia wants to hear Micha by 4 Minute. We just heard the songs Flower by Yong Junyoung followed by Micha by 4 Minute, which, a side note music talk for a second. I didn't really realize this until I heard Flower followed by Micha. This song is really crazy. It's hecka just like very schizo. It's like in a good way, of course. I love this song. And but you listen to Flower and you get the opening chorus, dun dun, na butterfly, and then it ends really like quiet, and then all of a sudden you get like boom boom, everybody let's get crazy right now. And it's like, oh, this is a very, very strong song, and it really brought back memories of when because I used to do after school club once in a while, and I ended up kind of just co-emceeing the episode when 4 Minute came, and I was so nervous. This is just side talk, but I remember when they came in, and I was like, oh my god, this is like the 4 Minute that I knew before I came to Korea. I was listening, the music, boom, 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 and I was listening to all their stuff, and then all of a sudden I'm in this position where, I'm hosting a show with them on it, which was really, really crazy for me. Granted, I had Kevin, New Kisses Kevin, helping me out. But all in all, it was just, I think, one of the best crazy experiences of my life that definitely... I even told 4 Minute that, how they wear bucket hats in the music video? I told them I got a bucket hat just because they look so cool in the music video, which was like 50% true, which is not that true, but it's pretty true anyway. And Chiyoon is super awesome. Yes. Anyways, now focusing back to Scribble. Guys, sorry about this. I do get distracted once in a while, but only for a short time. Now we're back on track. Our next message does come from Joshua Montel from the Netherlands, saying, "Good afternoon, Benji. I'm checking in and listening in. It's still quite early in the morning. Wishing you a great day. Next time, I'll drop a longer message." Nah, Josh, man, you good. Definitely, of course, when you check in, I understand that, in the stateside when our show goes on, it's just about time to sleep if you're a late sleeper. Because it's like, 12, when our show starts, I think it's 1 a.m. in New York, if I'm not mistaken. But in like Europe areas, it's super late. It's like 5 a.m., 4 a.m., 6 a.m. And so, I appreciate guys just stopping by, checking in. I love it. So guys, if you ever have any messages like this, feel free to just say, I'm checking in. I'm stopping by, Benji. Have a good show. It's always great to get messages of encouragement. Now we're gonna check out two more songs as we continue on, starting with the song Berwan of Turkey Wants to Hear, Joro by 방탄소년단, and Shreya of Bangladesh requested Wiggle Wiggle by Hello Venus. We just heard the song Joro Dope by BTS, followed by Wiggle Wiggle by Hello Venus. And this does bring us to the end of our first hour. Don't worry, there's more. After a quick break, we'll continue on with Scribble Scribble into the second hour of our show, introducing your messages and thoughts. We'll come back with the second hour after checking out the song that Siska of Indonesia requested, Kiss Me by Sixpence, None the Richer. You're listening to Music Access with me, Benji of B.I.G, and our first song starting off the second hour of our show for Sunday, January 17th was Can't Sleep Love by Pentatonics. Now, I love that song though. Tell me, am I going crazy? Ooh. And then in the second part of the song, no, I can't do it right now. But you go like, no. And you go like super cool. Scott. It is Scott, right? If it's not Scott, I'm very sorry. But I think it is Scott. It is awesome. Alright guys, here's how you can listen and participate. You can download the Arirang Radio or TuneIn Radio app on your smartphones. And you can also send us messages through the app using the comment function. You can also listen to us by visiting our website, www.arirangradio.com/musicaccess, and leave your messages there on our message board. And another way you can tune in is through terrestrial DMB, but this is only available for our listeners living on Jeju Island. The frequencies are 88.7 for Jeju City, 88.1 for Seogwipo, and 101.9 for Daejeong. Now we're going to check out two songs before we move on, starting with Nowhere by Tamia, followed with For the Night by Music Soul Child featuring Aries. We just heard the songs Nowhere by Tamia, followed by For the Night by Music Soul Child featuring Aries. You're listening to the second hour of Music Access for Sunday, and of course we have our Sunday corner, Scribble Scribble, which is just like using Music Access as a big notepad. Just as you jot down your ideas, thoughts, and what's been on your mind without thinking much on a notepad, you can send them in to us here so we can all share. Of course, it's your messages filling up this corner, so remember guys, post those messages. I think this is the hardest sentence of, because of course, you know, as DJs we get like a script a little bit, and I think this is the hardest sentence to read just like weekly. Using music access. I always end up saying like, is like using music access. I always end up like blurring the syllables there. Anywho, let's focus on messages. Our first message for our second session comes from Yunita Swinyo from Indonesia, saying, so Benji, talking about artists who are dating because they act in the same drama. In Indonesia, we have a term for that called sinlok or sintalokasi, which means love location. Oh. And Javanese people, oh my gosh, I hope I said that right, usually said that love can come because we use to it, because we're used to being with her or him. Witing tresno jalaran sakakulina. No idea if I said that right. What do you think, Benji? Would you fall in love with your acting partner because you and her were together during the shoot time? Well, that depends on who it is, if you know what I'm saying. No, I'm just kidding. That was such a weird voice. I don't know. I feel like obviously if there is, if it works on the screen, that means there's a certain amount of chemistry. Of course, if you look at music videos, for example, one thing that surprised me was if you look at the music video for Dream, the track with Suzy and Baekhyun on it. There's a video of them singing it with musicians, and the whole time they're looking at each other, laughing. At the very end, they do this kind of like fist bump stuff, and then immediately after it's all done and like cut, then they all go back to suddenly being super serious. We're just like, 수고했습니다, 네, 안녕히 계세요, and it's like, oh, so even it's all just acting on camera. So to a certain extent, obviously, I'm not going to get too involved with, my other female lead. Should I, the opportunity arise that I act in a drama. However, I do believe that a certain amount of kind of chemistry must exist. I'm not saying, if I go into a play, I'm going to automatically be like, oh my gosh, she's this partner for this drama. We should get married. That doesn't exist. But it's like, you shouldn't hate each other. Although I heard that in the movie The Notebook, who is the dude again? The dude in The Notebook and Rachel McAdams, I think, is the female lead. I could be wrong. They really hated each other, apparently, in the movie when they were acting. But, for me, if I'm in a drama, just keeping it chill, keeping it, lighthearted. Just being, I think as long as you make friends with your fellow actors, that's the most important part. And then, if you become something romantic, that's something else entirely. But that shouldn't be connected to the drama. That's the point that I'm trying to make. Even if you do get into some kind of romantic relationship, I feel like that shouldn't be related to the drama. And that should definitely just be something that happens naturally off camera. But then, of course, it still shows up on camera anyway. Okay, now we're going to check out 2 songs. Moving along, starting with the song that Sana of the USA wants to hear. Tawala Barn by B.I.G. And Harshika of Sri Lanka wants to hear Nona Chare by A.Lee. We just did the songs Tawala Burn by B.I.G. followed by Nona Chare by A.Lee. And it's time to continue on to our next message for our program of Scribble Scribble. We have Poo Poo from Vietnam saying, Benji, so when you wear glasses, don't people comment about how great you look? Well, I think you look good too. What do other people say about your glasses? I really like you with glasses. Please keep wearing glasses when you go to MA. Have a good weekend, everybody. Well, this is what I'll say. The glasses that I wore had no frames, so that means that they're not real glasses. They're just, style glasses, I guess. And for me, I don't know, because my eyes are really, really bad. So the glasses that y'all are used to seeing are glasses that, of course, I put on and all that stuff. But then really when it comes down to it, if I wear my normal glasses, my eyes get super small. And if you look through the glass, everything around it gets distorted. Because that's how bad my eyes are. So usually I actually try not wearing glasses. But I don't know, somehow when I wear lenses and I feel like they dry out easier, if I wear those frames, it feels like they don't dry out. It's very much a psychological placebo effect. But that's the reason why I wear glasses sometimes. And, people are usually, I don't know, I feel like when I just wear my glasses, the ones with the ones that distort the area around me, people are like, oh, dude, your glasses, man. They're just like, they're so glasses, man. And I was like, yeah, I know. But then when I wear just the frames, people are like, oh, those are nice frames. I was like, oh, huh, interesting. So yeah, I myself am finding a little bit of a, a balance, I guess. So I think, it's just, if I want to find another frame though. I only have one frame with no glasses in them, so I want to, if I can, find another frame that works and maybe see what I can do there. But then again, just having frames with no lenses is also weird. Fashion problems. Hashtag I got 'em. Okay, now we're gonna check out 2 more songs, starting with the song Okusama of Japan wants to hear Break It by Lucas. And we'll follow it with Skip by Tahiti. We just did the song Break It by Lucas, followed by Skip by Tahiti. So, Tahiti, huh? Hido likes Tahiti. I think he really, really likes the song. If you saw the video that I posted on SNS, you'll see he really likes this song. Our next message comes from Wilma from Australia. Saying good day, Benji, Muji, and the MA fam. My name is Wilma, and I'm from Australia. I hope y'all had a great day. I'm curious, Benji, if you weren't into music, or could play the violin so well, which profession would you take? Are there any jobs out there that you really admire or thought, wow, I can never do that? Thank you for always being super fun and helpful host, and best wishes to one and all. Take care. Whiting. A profession that I'm like, wow, I can never do that. Definitely athletic professions. I don't see myself as an athlete. I like playing basketball. I like the occasional game of, baseball and stuff. Well, I don't really do a lot of baseball, but, I do like the occasional sport, but definitely do I match with that. I would have to say no. I'm very, very much more of a music guy, so I don't think I'd be able to do anything in athletics. Astronaut, definitely not my cup of tea. I think something that has to do with any kind of physical something, I'm probably not gonna be that good at. And then what else are there? There's jobs that I really want to do, but after reading about them and finding out about them, I feel like they're super, super difficult to do, like cooking. I actually remember growing up that when I was younger, I really wanted to be a chef, so I read a lot of cookbooks. I read cookbooks like how people read fiction novels. Like I'd eat breakfast while reading a cookbook. I'd eat lunch while thinking about a recipe to cook for dinner. And then it was all fun and stuff. But then in the real restaurant world, it's not, oh, I'm going to cook something and then that's it. You have to start preparing early in the morning, prepare your ingredients, prepare your sauces, prepare all this stuff. And it's a lot of hard work. And then I realized I like eating. I like presenting food, but I'm definitely just more your kind of average home chef. I'm the kind of guy that'll cook for people when they come over. I'm the kind of guy that'll invite people over for a party and spend maybe 6 hours cooking, but I'm not the kind of guy that's going to wake up early in the morning to do vegetable prep. I'm the kind of guy that's going to wake up early in the morning, or rather, stay up late into the night to work on music, but not to, peel potatoes. Not that that's, I'm not putting that down or anything. It's work. It's all part of the work, in the same way that when we do music, we're always sitting in front of like a piano or some kind of musical instrument, in front of sheet music, plotting out all that stuff. But I just realized there's certain occupations that I don't fit. Although, if there is an occupation besides music that I thought I might be able to do, I've always considered myself a possible, what do you call it? I don't know. But like a video gamer? Like a pro gamer? But that takes a lot of practice too. You know what? Scratch that. I'm just better as a musician. I'm just gonna stick to music. And I think that'll be a good goal for me to set. I don't see really myself as anything else. So we're gonna focus on the music, and that should be good. Alright, so we're gonna check out 2 more songs as we continue on, starting with Nikki Mijowa by Halo, followed with Touch by Anda. We just heard the songs Nikki Mijowa by Halo, followed by Touch by Anda. I like her new track, by the way. If you haven't checked out her new song, Nikki Mijowa's Halo's new track, Anda came out with the track called Taxi. And the beat is very similar to, a DJ Mustard beat. And, it's very similar with all that trap stuff that's been coming out. So, if you want to check out that track, Tagliare Taxi, Kangnamina, Itawanina. Good song. I like the beat, though. Our next message is from Natasha from Australia, saying, LOL Benji, you keep saying that at your age, you're old. Do you really think you're old, really? Benji, don't call yourself old. You make me feel old, and I'm only a year older than you. So in reality, okay guys, I always say this, I'm old, but I'm actually not that old. But the thing is, for idols, I mean, you look at guys who are debuting right now, you look at people who are promoting right now, and they're so young. But then again, that reason that it's so kind of a little bit messed up is because, of course, people who are debuting now are going to be younger. And of course, people who, have been around for a while are going to be older. That's just a guaranteed thing of life. But then, people who debuted young a long time ago are still young. Like, for example, one thing that really shook me up was Amber from FX. She is the same age as me, so she's 92. But then because FX has been around for such a long time, I always felt like Amber was older than me. But then, I was like, oh wait, she's my age, which means she debuted when she was how old? Exactly. So, people who are, there's people who are still young now, and there's people who are still older now. And it's just a kind of mix. So, yeah, I know I'm not that old. But still, I ain't getting any younger either. So just gotta work hard and hope for the best and hope things, bounce. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna check out two more songs, starting with Everglow by Coldplay, followed with Coming Home by Sigma and Rita Ora. We just heard the songs Everglow by Coldplay, followed by Coming Home by Sigma and Rita Ora. And it is time to say goodbye. Hopefully, guys, y'all continue to have a great weekend. Continuing on, it's the end of Sunday. And remember, guys, if you have awesome weekend stories, go ahead and post those up on our message board. Hopefully, we'll get to them on our Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday show. The last song we're going to check out for today is a little Something Something by Maxwell. This was Benji of B.I.G. And as always, I'll be back.